Hi there, this is David and welcome to my overview and review of War with the Vision's Final Fantasy Brave EXVIUS. Square Enix sponsored this video and offered me an opportunity to test out their latest tactical RPG in the Final Fantasy series for its second anniversary and exciting Final Fantasy VI collaboration. If you want to learn more, there is a link for downloading in the video description, and it is free to play on Google Play, the App Store, and Amazon App Store. At first, I was hesitant. I'm kind of crotchety and mobile gaming isn't exactly my thing, and I even emailed them back saying no, I'm not going to cover it. But I do know that some of you all play mobile games, so I figured that I would throw my hat into the ring and approach it with an open mind, and then judge it based on its own merits rather than any preconceived notions that I might have. So, with that being said, this is an unbiased review and overview detailing what the game is all about. And recently, I was looking for another Final Fantasy tactical RPG, and since Final Fantasy Tactics is easily my favorite game of the genre, and this is a kind of spiritual successor, it is right up my alley. Thankfully though, it's not too dialogue heavy either. It is battle after battle after battle, with maybe only a minute or two of dialogue in between. The story follows Prince Mont of the Kingdom of Leonis as well as his twin brother Stern. Although Mont is the firstborn, he's known as the weaker brother, not entirely worthy of the throne, whereas Stern is much more of a warrior. So Mont has like an inferiority complex going on, and is continually trying to prove himself to his father, as well as the princess of a rival kingdom, known as the Steel Maiden. Where have I heard that before? Anyway, according to her, you and your brother are seen as different as a Moogle and a Marlborough. The land of Ardra isn't exactly at peace though. It's filled with warring houses, changing alliances, marriages of convenience, and backstabbing. And here, you'll get to experience the stories of each of those kingdoms. It all begins though when you're out with your father and you come across the princess of the Horn Kingdom, who's quickly besieged by bandits, and it's up to you and your entourage to protect her. Even though to me, she really doesn't need all that much protection. In fact, she's so completely rude and unlikable that I just wanted to leave her there for the bandits. I just couldn't stand her. The music's classic. Just about all of it is remixes of your favorite Final Fantasy tunes, and all the dialogue is voiced as well. The graphics are what really shocked me though. I guess I just kind of thought that all mobile games had that cheap, cartoony Candy Crush look to them like I've seen on the Facebook ads, but not this one. To me, it looks just like a real game would. You can tell that a lot of time and energy went into the portraits, environments, magical effects, as well as the character designs. The battle system is tactical turn-based, similar to Final Fantasy Tactics, except that it utilizes 5 different attack types: slash, piercing, missile, magic, and strike. Each weapon has its own associated attack, and each character has their own weaknesses to them as well, so you need to be sure to pay attention. Or don't, it's up to you. The beauty of the battle system is that there is a wonderful auto-battle mode that you can switch on, so if you're kind of busy while you're playing and you really can't dedicate your full attention to the game, then you can just turn on the auto battle, crank up the speed to max, and you'll be in good hands. But personally, I spend about 30 minutes or so a day doing cardio, so I'm always on the lookout for something to pass that time, and mobile gaming is perfect for that. So I can put my time into the story, upgrading my characters and configuring my party, and then let the game take over during the battles. And don't worry, the AI is surprisingly competent. They go after treasures and they fulfill the extra reward requirements pretty nicely. The battlefields can look a bit samey, but they're at least unique, and some even allow you to interact with the environment to do things like knock down a tree and crush the enemies underneath. Do be aware though, even if you do turn on auto battle, you might want to keep an eye on some things because the game does follow that Final Fantasy Tactics death formula, where if somebody falls, you have 3 turns to either revive them or finish the battle before they turn into a crystal. You gain experience, gil, and JP after each battle, as well as copious rewards, like experience cubes that you can use to level up party members not participating in the battles. Beginners get a free chance to summon more party members, which can come in handy for their special missions, and everyone gets an ultra rare level 99 unit on their first summoning. Sweet! If you think that this is just a basic game where you follow the story from point A to point B, think again. There's actually a lot more to it, such as an involved job system, limit breaking, awakenings, and my favorite, a huge skill tree and upgrade system to customize each character. It's really up to you to figure out just how deep you want to get into this game. I've heard horror stories about mobile games, so one thing that I was very worried about was being timed out, or like having to pay to win. And I'm here to tell you that I did not run into that problem at all. And if I did, I would let you know. In addition to the story mode, there's the far plane where you can see daily special events, and the further that you get into the story, the more special events will unlock. And starting March 23rd until April the 26th, there is a Final Fantasy VI collaboration event where you can log in to receive Locke for free, and then continue to increase your roster of Final Fantasy characters, limit bursts, and familiar espers complete with CG animation. This is the perfect game to play if you're like me and you have some downtime every day to burn at the gym, on the bus, at school, or on your lunch break at work. I do genuinely believe that if you give this a shot and you play it on its own merits without any preconceived notions, that you will have a good time, and I can recommend it wholeheartedly as a fun time sink. Thank you again to Square Enix for sponsoring this video, and if you would like to try out War of the Visions Final Fantasy Brave Exvius for yourself, be sure to click on the link in the video description to download the game, and if you like this video and what I do here on the channel, please consider heading on over to Twitch for some streaming fun, checking out Patreon for exclusive videos and early access to my content, or coming on over to my Discord to chat and hang out. The links to them can be found in the video description. This has been David, and if you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day.